All right, we've come out of executive session. The time is approximately 9:03 p.m. Thank you all for that. We have approval of minutes. Connie, I know you have some things if you want to outline.
I have a bunch. On the first page where Mr. Galloway opened the floor to speak, the second line says there was no further questions. It should be there were no further questions.
Yep.
And on the second page, under Service Department, it says approximately 1,000 tons of salt. The comma should be before the 40%, not after. It makes a difference, really does.
I got
Sure.
it. Yep.
The third page, Concord Community Day is Saturday, August 11th. On the fourth page, under F, I asked the chief, and he said it should be stair chairs on the last line.
Plural.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Recreation Department, it says, Mrs. Luda moved to approve the formation of a bicentennial committee.
Okay.
And I believe that's it. That's it.
Okay.
So with amendments.
Paul, any other thing else on those?
No.
Okay, so those are approved as amended, as outlined by Mrs. Luda. Elected official reports, fiscal officer Amy Dawson.
I have none.
Okay. Trustees, what do you got?
I have none.
I have none.
Okay. For the sake of brevity and the hour, I will skip my comments for the next meeting. Administrative department, I will go ahead and skip that as well. There's absolutely nothing monumental as it relates to things that you guys are not already aware of, and I would let folks out in TV land know that we are proceeding with our administrator search, and we will be beginning interviews hopefully in the next week or so.
Good.
On that, so we continue to make progress and move forward on that. Audience portion, I'm not seeing any audience at this hour. New business, old business, there is none. New business, resolution 2018-11. This would be the NOPEC grant.
I'll make a motion to adopt resolution 2018-11, a resolution authorizing all actions necessary to accept Northeast Ohio Public Energy Council (NOPEC) energized community grants. This is a township wishes to enter into a grant agreement with NOPEC in the form attached to this resolution to receive one or more NEC grants for 2018 and to authorize the Board of Trustees to execute the grants in agreement with NOPEC, Inc.
Second.
And I believe the first thing we're applying there on is the furnace in the
Yeah.
service
That's
department.
correct.
So that's a win-win. Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Make a motion to.
You have to table.
With the second one is not,
Yep.
there is
table.
no action.
I make a
Table.
motion to.
You want to accept the amendment number one?
Oh yes. I make a motion to accept amendment number 1 to the EMS Management and Consulting Inc. Effective March 1st, 2018, ending February 28th of 2023, and that amendment has been reviewed by legal counsel.
I will
Sec- I'll second.
Okay. I can second. And that's in relation to our EMS contract. It's an amendment to that contract. And they are a vendor that we've had on now for the last year versus our original when we went into EMS. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I make a motion on behalf of the Service Department's permission to advertise for bids on the 2018 Hunting Lake Road concrete project.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Make a motion for the Service Department's permission to advertise for bids on the 2018 the Mount Royal resurfacing project, that's asphalt.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Make a motion to approve the letter of recognition for Eagle Scouts Charles Nunes
And Christopher, can we do them all?
Oh, let's do them all.
Okay.
Christopher Hassick?
Christopher Hassick and Christian J. Rose.
Okay, and
Second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, and we will sign those.
Yeah, I've proofed them all.
Thank God.
Thank God.
And then we need to set a date for the appropriation workshop that our fiscal officer requires. In discussing that with her today, we thought that 12 noon would be the perfect time to do that on 3/6. And then that would move our staff meeting to, let's call it 12:10,
Oh,
if that works for you. Well, they technically have,
Yep.
so we will, well, that's what, if
Okay.
that's okay with you guys, that's what we'll do.
That's fine.
We
Okay.
figured we'd all be there, so.
Yeah.
And then regarding future meetings and announcements, we will have an appropriations workshop on March 6th at 12 noon. A staff meeting to commence at 12:10. Both of those are in the conference room here at Town Hall. And on 7 p.m., the Zoning Commission will be meeting here in Town Hall in this room. Wednesday, March 7th, 6:30 trustee office hours. We need to do a continuation on that public hearing.
7 p.m.?
I would recommend 7:25 p.m.
Okay.
for that public hearing. On the zoning text the amendment recommendation from the zoning commission. That'll be
Application
right.
2017-1 requesting a zoning map amendment.
2017-1, that is correct. That public hearing will be at 7:25 p.m. on March 7th, with a regular trustee meeting to be at 7:30 p.m., or in the event that public hearing goes longer than 5 minutes at the conclusion of that public hearing. And I would also add on March 9th, there will be a JED meeting here in Town Hall at 8 a.m. Does anybody have anything else? And for those who actually at home that waited 90 minutes for us to return to this meeting after the executive session, thank you for sticking around and
Right.
watching.
Oh, God.
Hopefully you know what your horoscope is going forward and some of the fun historical facts.
You have to sign both of those.
Yes, ma'am.
You close it?
If you have nothing else, I will.
Nothing further.
Okay. Closing this meeting. Thank you, everyone.